It's been a traumatic time for Europe the past couple of weeks. 10 years after the 7/7 attacks that shocked London and the world, we're again confronted with horrifying terrorist attacks in Tunisia. I was deeply grieved to learn about the deaths of British people, including ones from the West Midlands. My deepest condolences and thoughts go out to friends and families of the victims. It's unlikely we can ever completely eradicate the threat of terrorism, but we are continuously exploring how to tackle it more effectively, and this is where the EU can make the difference by stepping up coordination on data sharing, tackling terrorist propaganda online, and supporting countries around the world in terrorism prevention. It's also been a tumultuous couple of months in relation to Greece, the first developed country to default on the IMF. Prime Minister Tsipras addressed us in Strasbourg this week, promising credible reforms, but also criticising previous bailouts for turning Greece into austerity laboratory. Clearly, what he claims is that the earlier money never got to the people and there is a very high level of corruption. At one point, we had 4 former and present Prime Ministers trying to debate with the Parliament on how to resolve the Greek crisis. The Greeks have now put forward proposals and there's a summit on Sunday. So here's hoping they'll find a new bailout deal, and that's what my group and Labour MEPs are fighting for, because a failure to come to an agreement could impact all our economies. Interesting to note, by the way, that some of the UKIP MEPs joined forces with the far left in receiving Tsipras with a standing ovation. A show of genuine solidarity, or just laughing in the face of adversity? And then there was also the very emotive and heated debate on TTIP, in a sea of banners and followed by a 2-hour-long vote. That probably earns us a place in the Guinness Book of Records. The vote wasn't about the final deal, it was about setting out clear guidelines for the Commission on negotiations, and many of you have been sending me thousands of emails voicing your concerns. Rest assured that you have been heard. Me and my Labour colleagues put forward amendments to secure key protections on public services, labour and environmental safeguards, and clear language that dismisses the use of private courts that would allow companies to sue governments for passing laws that benefit the people but threaten their profits. So it's an effort worth making, because a good agreement on TTIP can provide a vital boost to our economy. Take our SMEs, who tell me they are desperate to make the leap across the Atlantic, but are lacking the resources needed to survive the red tape. I've heard from one UK SME in the health sector that has said it's seen its sales boosted by e-commerce, with 40% of the inquiries coming from the US. But as a small company, it is unable to find out about detailed information on labelling and US market requirements. It's a loss for our small businesses, therefore our economy. A lot to fight for, but the road is still long. The European Parliament will soon go into recess for the summer. Hope you have happy holidays, a refreshing and inspiring summer break, and see you all in September, well rested and back in full force. Thank you and goodbye.